Welcome back. And as promised, let's get chatting with the management of Insecticides India. We have Mr. Agarwal who's joining us to tell us what's the outlook for this year. Well, Mr. Agarwal, thanks so much for joining in. I was going through a Macquarie report and they have come out with a note on agrochemicals. They say that India's agrochemical usage is less than 5% that of China. So they believe there's a longer term story that could play out for the India agrochemical space. Wanted your thoughts on that, and given that sort of a backdrop, it would give us a sense what was the volume growth that Insecticides India did in FY20, and for FY21, what kind of a number are you looking at?
This is these are two extreme countries, because India uses very less quantity of pesticides and China is one country which is using huge quantity of pesticide. And if we look at the yield, China is giving today the highest yield in the world actually. So one of the highest in many products. So this means that the usage of pesticide is not that bad, but yes, you have to do a judicious use of agrochemical, that I would say. These days the focus is not on quantity, because if we look at the quantity of agrochemicals which is being used in the country, they are continuously coming down, reducing. Why? Because the new generation products which are coming now, the dosage is low, the volume is low, and the control which they give is relatively for a longer period. So slowly the vision of the government is like that, the vision of the industry is also like that the new products should get the entry into the country. So as the new products comes in, the dosage will reduce, the quantity of pesticide, the actual pesticide which is being sprayed in the field, that is reduced, but still the benefits will be more. So if I compare about the last year also, I'm not sure about the volume growth because it varies from product to product, because we do a variety of products. But yes, the focus is on introduction of new products. So we are not running after the volume growth. There would have been a little volume growth, maybe about 4-5% or maybe 10%. But it is the major jump which has come. It is come because we have focused around certain products which are the new generation products which are introduced in last 5-6 years, and our approach is like to establish these new technologies into the country. So the entire focus for growth for future is that we bring in the new technologies to the farmer, and these technologies will have the better results into the field, and we try to establish these technologies with the common and marginal farmers as well as the large farmers.
But Mr. Agarwal, you are pretty bullish on the industry. In fact, in terms of the communication that your company is given as well, you say that the addressable market for your products, which was close to around that 20,000 crore mark in 2018, is now projected to go to 31,600 crores by 2024. In that regard, how is your company likely to do? Because last year your revenues were close to around 1,300 odd crores. Do we see 2,000 crores plus in terms of revenue by 2024?
Definitely it's a big challenge actually for us, but we are trying to improve in all the directions. When I say all the directions, we are increasing our brand sales, we are also focusing on the institutional sales, and we are also focusing on the international sales. To boost this, I have to establish my manufacturing first. So we are focusing around manufacturing. We are expanding in Rajasthan and Gujarat in both the locations, and we are putting up more plants. We are expanding our formulation base as well as the technical synthesis part. Modi ji talks about Make in India. So we also realize that we have to do the import substitution and make some of the raw materials here in India itself, so that there can be the full manufacturing from India. So we are trying to do certain products where we are trying to backward integrate. Certain new products we have applied for the registrations, and we are very hopeful that now our ministry will become serious and seriously grant the manufacturing licenses for this indigenous manufactured product, which will be the full export substitution for this country, and these technologies will move around with the common farmers in a large scale. So we are focusing there. We are also focusing on brands. The R&D activities have never slowed down in insecticide India. We are working in R&D also. So the entire focus is bringing these technologies to the farmer, and I believe that there will be a spark, then insecticide will be among the will not tail back. So if this type of growth will be visible, we'll definitely participate in this growth.
Well, Mr. Agarwal, we need to get numbers though. You're saying that you're going to be moving up from the revenues that you did last year of around 1,350 crores. It's great news. We get the Make in India theme. You're talking about, innovating, which is fantabulous. But give us a sense in terms of if you have a goal of 2,000 crores, by when do you get there? And also what kind of investment will you have to incur? Or what kind of capital expenditure will you have to incur? So give us a couple of numbers. When do you get to 2,000 crores? How much money do you have to spend? Go ahead, sir.
So we have planned an investment of about 150 crores, and majorly it is going into manufacturing and establishing our sites. So this is going to go in Rajasthan and in Gujarat as well. Gujarat, we have established a SEZ plant, a plant into SEZ for exports, and we are also doing the backward integration and establishing more buildings into the technical plant. So strengthening our technical manufacturing as well in Gujarat and Rajasthan. So the total investment is going to be roughly around 150 crores, which is going to go in there. Out of 150, we have already spent about 30 odd crores in the last fiscal, and 120 crores will be spent in, say, 2 to 3 years timeline. So this will be the type of investment, and this will help us in reaching 2,000 crores. So today, very firmly, I cannot say by 2024. So if not by 2024, then by 2025, definitely we should be crossing 2,000 crores.
Fair point, Mr. Agarwal. Before we let you go, let's talk near term. Give us a sense of revenue growth that you project for FY21. The last time we spoke, you said 10%. Do you stick to that number? And secondly, on input costs, 25 to 30% of your inputs come in from China. How have those input costs panned out right now? And is there any difficulty that you're facing in terms of importing from China now?
It has been very difficult situation since the outbreak of COVID. There has been the disturbance in the international market as well as the domestic markets. And even today, we are not able to come out of the situation. The rains has been fantabulous, and this has supported good sowing in the Kharif season, and there is good demand we can foresee all around the country. So far, the sales in the Q1 has been very, very good. So, which meets our target of growth, but I'll not be able to share the numbers now, but they are very, very positive. July also I see a good demand. So this quarter, the running quarter also looks very, very positive. So there have been a lot of difficulties, domestic as well as international. China imports was a difficulty in the past, and in the previous month in particular, when the import cargoes were not clearing and the couriers were blocked. So it was a very difficult situation. Somehow we have come out of that situation now, and China is easily moving the products, whatever are required, though there is tightness of certain products and certain products are freely available now actually. So this is the China situation. But overall, yes, there are challenges in the business because we have to see this COVID is bringing a lot of shutdowns and blocks in many parts of the country. So we don't want to distribute free credit in this market. So we are pushing a lot of cash sales, but the sales numbers are coming positive. So there is a good response from the network.
All right, fair point there, sir. Thanks a lot for that. We wish you good luck, not just for this year, but the long-term goal of 2,000 crores in terms of revenue is what you have. The street excited about it, but slightly cautious because the stock is off the highs of the day. With that, we slip into a short break.